Hello and welcome to an Odyssey raid guide. This raid guide will cover Khandaq and the boss Pharaoh Vezina and the button section leading up to it. First of all, to get to Pharaoh Vezina you have to fight two mini bosses, and he is the third and final boss of these mini bosses. This is relatively simple. If you've got past the Waterkeeper section of the raid, the rest of the raid is easy to clear. First of all, you move to the first set of buttons. At each set of buttons there will be 3 buttons, and the aim here is to press all 3 at the same time. You have a time margin of approximately 3 seconds. If any of the buttons are out of time with the others, then you will spawn approximately 15 adds. So the best thing to do is leave 5 of your raid at the top of the stairs, aggroing and killing enemies, and then have a person call 3, 2, 1 and go, and then have the 3 allocated people on the buttons press the buttons. It's as simple as that. Just be aware when you do the countdown that there are adds up, and therefore if any of the adds aggro a button presser, it will knock them off the button. The mini boss will then spawn. The likelihood is you will have a few adds to kill, so be aware of these. This mini boss is very easy and can be classified as trash. Just burn him down and you don't need to worry too much. Upon killing this mini boss, you then need to hug the right hand side of this room and move towards the second set of buttons. Just be aware there may still be some adds around. The second set of buttons again pose no real challenge. It's relatively easy and you shouldn't have too many problems. The only issue here is you have a few more adds spawning in close proximity to the buttons. Adds will be left and right of the buttons as you see them now. If you can get a couple of people to move to the left hand side of the buttons and aggro anything incoming down the tunnel area, then this will be beneficial to you. Then also have people on the right side of the buttons clearing them up. As soon as you've got everybody positioned and you are happy that none of the adds will attack the button presses, do the countdown and get them pressed together. Don't be too hasty here, however don't take too long equally. Don't think you can clear all of the adds, because the adds will continue to respawn as you fight them. Just try to keep them away and keep them under control, and when it's safe press the buttons. Again, another mini boss will spawn. He'll pose no real difficulty. Burn him down and keep an eye on these adds behind you. I recommend clearing the adds first. The boss has relatively little health but does have a little bit more than the first set of buttons mini boss, but is an easy kill for most people. The main thing that will kill most raid groups is the number of adds, so if you focus the adds first then concentrate on the mini boss, you shouldn't have too many problems. The next set of buttons is slightly different. In every other case we've waited for it to be safe to press them and not too many adds being up. In this case what you want to do is send your tank towards the buttons first to aggro everything, then send your 3 button pressers in behind him immediately. This way your 3 button pressers can go straight in and you can have an immediate countdown on the buttons without clearing adds. The reason for this is because when the mini boss spawns he will not automatically aggro, and upon pressing the buttons all adds will be despawned. As seen here, we get everybody straight on the buttons and get them pressed as soon as possible. So upon pressing the buttons, as mentioned, all of the adds will despawn and the boss will spawn here. Do not rush straight in. You have time to regen your power and get the raid positioned. What should happen here is the tank should move in and tank him in this position. He does quite a nasty AoE. It won't wipe a raid that easily if your healers are strong, however it will reduce your DPS significantly as it will cause crowd control issues. If the tank turns him away from the raid, mummies will spawn around him at many points during the fight. The mummies may aggro the raid, it's not too much of an issue, but the tank using Inescapable Storm should be able to pull them back into him. Don't worry about DPS in the mummies, just keep focusing on the boss. That's the end of this raid guide for now. I'll mention now the setup we're using is our standard setup of 1 tank, 3 DPS, 2 healers and 2 controllers. This was an Odyssey raid guide. Thank you for watching, good luck and we look forward to seeing you in the future.